You are watching Business AM. My name is Simbalaja Charles. Get involved. Hashtag Business AM at Metropole TVKE across all your social media platforms. Text us live into the studio 2146. All right, let's talk about technology, which has evolved immensely and has made it easier for car owners to buy and import cars. And the ease of transacting business has also been enabled by technology as well. But now, how about maintenance of these cars locally? Can it be solved by technology? And what business opportunities are open in that space as well? Well, this morning, I want to introduce you to Carhoot, where we're joined by Moses Kihumba, CEO and founder, Carhoot. How are you doing, sir?
Thank you very much. I'm doing well.
Karibu to Metropole Television.
Asante sana.
Let me just understand. Carhoot, what is it about?
All right. Thank you, Elijah. As I said, my name is Moses Kihumba, CEO and founder of Carhoot. Now, Carhoot is a car care application that is helping car owners to maintain their vehicles using our mobile application or platform. So through our mobile platform, you can order 24-hour car rescue services. If you're stuck on the road, we'll send somebody to you within 30 minutes. You can reschedule servicing of your vehicle. You can also import your car when you're looking to buy a new car. And other services, including ordering genuine spare parts for your whatever make or brand of car that you have.
Yes.
So Carhoot is basically your end-to-end car service application.
Pretty much. But talk to me. I mean, how long have you been in the market, and what spaces data you want to fill within the Kenyan economy? And who's this car owner who's going to use Carhoot?
All right. So think of it this way.
Yes.
Now, Carhoot is a lifestyle choice for a tech-savvy car owner who is ordering their food through a digital platform.
Would you like to say that every car owner might be tech-savvy as well?
Good one. Not necessarily.
Yes.
But we are moving to a place where you no longer have to go to the bank to access banking services.
Yes.
A lot of Kenyans have gotten used to digital technologies that are disrupting and creating opportunities in a lot of markets.
Yes.
And it's the same thing, that in this day and age where you can get your food delivered to your doorstep, you can order pizza at the touch of a button and it will be here in a few minutes. Why should you spend 5 hours in the hot sun just to get a car service? That is the space that we are looking to provide. Basically, Carhoot is coming in to give transparent, reliable car care services and at the touch of a button, meaning that whenever you want to service your car or schedule an appointment with your garage, you don't have to keep going on the phone, calling your friends, asking for recommendations for a reliable service provider. You'll go to our application, you'll be able to access these car services.
Yes.
If you'd like to buy genuine spare parts, which is a big challenge in Kenya in terms of there's a lot of people who take their cars to the garage and by the time it's coming out, it has a new issue. Then you go to our application, you'll find we have spare parts that we are able to verify and give you a warranty for those parts.
Yes.
We are also able to help you track how far the servicing of your car is through the application. We'll send you notifications. Actually, the convenience of this is that you don't even have to come to the garage. We'll send somebody to come to your house or wherever you are, your office, at your convenience. They'll pick up your car. They'll take it to a service center. You can follow through the work that is happening on the application.
Yes.
And when it's time to have your car delivered, you'll get a notification that a driver is on your way, coming to deliver your car for you. And basically, we take out the hassle out of car ownership. We want to make sure that our users are able to access quality car services and basically at the touch of the button.
Yes. So talk to me about what the interaction has been so far from your Kenyan customers. Are you optimistic that this is something that Kenyans really did need?
Yes. So we have not been in the market for a long time. Carhoot is basically going to launch on November 20th.
Yes.
But we have already been
officially launching.
Yes,
that is
officially
it.
launching.
Yes.
So we'll be available on the app stores from 20th November, basically on the Google Play Store and on the iOS Store. But so far, the interaction and the reception has been very positive.
Yes.
We've gotten a lot of people who, for a long time, and this is from a survey we did, rely on one mechanic for all end-to-end services.
And that was supposed to be my question, Moses. I got to ask you that question, man. Well, as someone who knows about cars and all that, is it Are you saying that you don't need your go-to mechanic because there's somebody who understands your car? Are you going to fight this culture that we as Kenyans have that, well, when I have a car problem, I have that one garage that I normally go to. That mechanic understands this car. Is that what you're fighting?
It's not, we are not fighting. We are providing options. Think of these as the same way.
Can you call that a better option though?
I can clearly call it a better option, especially because we are not just providing services that you'll find at your one garage stop.
Yes.
We are providing end-to-end services. We have experts who are working with us to make sure that whatever make of car you have, you know, sometimes you may have owned a Toyota and you are using the same mechanic.
Yes.
Now you've bought a different brand of car, and that mechanic may not be as versatile in diagnosing whatever new make of car you have.
Yes.
Now, you may find that those kind of services that you would have gotten or accessed at your previous garage may not be suitable for possibly your new make or model of vehicle.
Yes.
Now, Carhoot is putting everything together. We are basically bringing in all these different services under one umbrella. We are telling you that as a car owner, car ownership should not be a hassle. You should not be fighting with your mechanic in regard to pricing. We want you to have, when you're requesting for a service, have an idea of that this service costs X amount of money. It's not when the mechanic feels like they'll tell you, oh, the part has now gone up, you now have to pay an extra amount. So we are trying to make car ownership a lifestyle that does not take out so much from you, but a joy for you to have and own your car. So basically, Carhoot puts together all these different services. So whether it's road rescue, if you're stranded on the road, a lot of times, and this is an experience I've gotten myself, I've been stranded, I've called my normal mechanic, and he told me he was in Nyanza for a funeral.
Yes.
Now, what could I do at that point?
What do you do at that point?
Now, Carhoot is basically going to step in that gap. Because whereas you have your normal and go-to guy, sometimes you need services that are more convenient and reliable. And those services need to be at the touch of your fingertips. The same way you can request for any other service on your phone, and you can access that services in a transparent and reliable manner. Carhoot is basically going to be that provider of those services.
Pretty much. I'm going to ask you this as well. When you say that what we are linking the service, whatever you are, you can actually get us there. And you're saying that there are open opportunities also for proper partnerships with proper people who you think are proper experts who can come in and plug into your service as well. Is that an open area that somebody can plug in as well?
Yes, so we are still expanding our network of verified suppliers and service providers that we are using. But to begin with, Carhoot will be available in Nairobi and its environs, meaning that if you're stranded somewhere within Nairobi and its environs, 24 hours we'll be able to send somebody to you within a 30-minute period, because we have service providers positioned in different areas in Nairobi. On top of that, if you'd like to schedule your vehicle service and any other service that you require for your motor vehicle, we are going to be able to provide that to you conveniently within our application. However, back to your question, service providers who want to work with us can reach out to us directly. We have our pages on social media. We have our website, which is kahoot.app. That is CARHOOT.app. And this page will provide you with the information that you need. And also for car owners and drivers who would like to access our service, you can also follow our pages, kahoot.app. We also have a hotline in case you are stranded somewhere in your mobile, or you could be somewhere where your data is not working and you want to reach us directly. We also have a hotline that you can call and access our services. So we are looking to expand our service and our network of verified service providers, and that will basically make it easy even for us to expand to other cities outside of Nairobi.
Moses, I'm going to ask you this as well. I'm here sitting, listening to you, and I'm therefore thinking, I mean, your biggest competitor at this point would be insurance companies that also sort of give you the service. The question is, how different is Carhoot therefore placed in the market? How do you differentiate your service from what is already available that will touch on those lines as well?
All right. Carhoot is coming in to create or to serve a market that has been previously underserved to begin with. And when you talk about insurance companies, they are not really our competitors. They are actually partners that we can work with in this journey, because a lot of times you'll find that the car owners and drivers that we are targeting with Carhoot are being serviced. Looking at data from Kenya National Bureau of Statistics, we have around 3.2 million registered motor vehicle owners in Kenya. Now, this is a big number. Now, the only problem is a lot of these people are servicing their cars in informal settings, right? And you know your makeshift garages. You know the picture that comes to mind when you think of garages. It's not a place you want to spend a lot of hours.
Yes.
Right? And a lot of our customers and the people that we are targeting with this application are people who want convenience. You know, we have moved to a place where you can be able to order and ask for any request for any service in your application and in your phone.
Is that the biggest promise for Carhoot? Promise and convenience.
Convenience, reliability, high quality, and transparency. Because at the end of the day, you don't want just to service your car anywhere. You've invested a lot of money in this vehicle. It's meant to give you happiness and serve you. You don't want to be investing again. Every other day you're investing such a lot of money into it. So Carhoot is coming in to provide that reliable service conveniently. It will give you access to service providers that you'd not have previously accessed because either you didn't have the information on where to service your car. A lot of people find difficulties in buying original parts.
Or pretty much knowing what to do with your car or what your car needs at what point, isn't it?
Yes.
So you're saying that once I log on to Carhoot and I become a member and then I become your client, then what you're doing is that you're telling me, oh, your car needs this now, your car needs this now. Is that I just don't get help when I need it. You're working with me throughout that period. Is that what I get?
Yes, definitely. So the way we are looking at the car ownership journey is we'll work with you. If you're importing your car, we'll help you choose the car.
Yes.
And we'll also import for you the car at a very affordable rate.
Yes.
Because again, at the end of the day, it's the convenience. When you have that car and you want to schedule regular maintenance and servicing, it's not just proactive repairs or what you'd call reactive repairs. Yes, you want to be proactive in car ownership. Meaning that we'll send you notifications to remind you that your car is coming up for servicing. On the day of servicing or when you've scheduled for the service, we'll send somebody to come and pick up your car, take it to a service provider. There's a checklist confirming that all these services that we promised you have actually been done. And also we are providing guarantees in terms of if you buy a spare part from us, it's an original equipment part. From a manufacturer who is verified.
Yes.
And if the part has an issue, come back to us and we have a guarantee and warranty for that.
Yes.
And we just want to make car ownership a lot more easier for drivers and car owners in Kenya.
Like you say, a lot easier because some people give you bad stories about cars, and that's my next part as well. I mean, you're saying that, well, you position yourself at a level where it's even possible to even partner with some of these insurance companies that we have around who would naturally be considered to be your competitors as well. Talk to me, what sort of partnerships are we going to see from Carhoot, especially in Kenya, in this space?
All right.
Yes.
So I can see a situation where, first of all, there's a lot of service providers who can plug into the services that Carhoot is providing. Yes. So you're looking at, from a back-end perspective, there are service providers who are providing garages, spare part providers, distributors, even car manufacturers. They can plug in from that side. Yes. On the front side, where this is the customer-facing side, you have providers who are providing different services, whether it's car detailing, whether it's tinting, car repairs, and different kind of other services. Insurance companies who are providing insurance. Anyone who's in the motor vehicle industry and is looking to provide a new service can actually have that service delivered through our platform. Because at the end of the day, what we are saying is we want to bring it all together. We want to make car ownership an end-to-end activity that takes, there's a lot of disjointed processes currently. Yes. And basically that disjointed chain makes it more expensive for you as a car owner. Yes. Because it means when you're going for somewhere for a service, you have to, sometimes your garage, your normal garage will tell you, we are not able to provide you with this service. Can we call somebody else? They'll recommend you to someone else. And this chain becomes very expensive. Yes. And so that's the chain that we want to bridge. So we are able to partner with different service providers, but we also want to ensure that the providers that we are using are reliable, they offer high quality services, and that the car owners are getting value for their money.
Yes. Moses, I gotta ask you this as well, because I really want somebody to understand what you get from Carhoot as well. Yes. I mean, our economy has been called a kiosk economy. That's why I'm very comfortable getting out of the house and going to look for whoever can give me that service at the price that I can afford. Are you saying that at Carhoot, I have the ability to bargain, or it's just a fixed price? I know this is it, I key in, I know this one I can need, and then this is the price that I gotta pay for.
So the thing about Kahoot is we are looking to provide options.
Yes.
Now the first thing is when it comes to parts, for example, there are many different, if you think of the scale of parts that you can buy, you can use an original equipment part.
Yes.
You could also use a genuine part
Yes.
that is reliable but may not be as expensive as the other part that I've just mentioned.
Yes.
So we are providing people with options. If you go to our application and order a service, you should be able to choose options. For example, if it's service parts, you can use premium parts, or you can use other parts.
I see that now,
yes.
isn't it? And does it also give somebody the ability to choose from different sellers as well?
So not sellers,
Yes.
because at the end of the day, we want to ensure that the quality that we are providing is standardized,
Yes.
right? We are
Yes.
providing a standardized service.
Yes.
So you'll not be able to see the sellers behind it, but you'll be able to say, I want a particular service, and that service will be delivered to the highest quality based on the assurance that we are giving you as Kahoot, that the providers that we are using are high quality providers, they've been verified, the parts we are using are genuine parts,
Yes.
and there's that convenience that you get from knowing that your car is safe. You can track and follow up on the progress of your car repair. So anytime you have a problem with your car, you don't know where to go, you need Kahoot. If you don't, for example, know the pricing, and a lot of times pricing is a big issue, or you are not sure about the amount you're being charged,
yes.
then you need Kahoot. So that's why we are in business, because we want to make car service and car ownership very easy and affordable.
Yes. You say you've already started in Nairobi. What indicators are going to point you out to the right direction that will see Kahoot also available in the other different parts of the country?
I think for now it's a factor of uptake.
Yes.
Depending on, first of all, how the market is responding to the service, how quickly we are growing, how quickly we are able to expand our network of service providers. And also, of course, as a new business, there are obviously other internal issues that you have to consider.
Yes.
And I think those are going to determine how fast we expand into other regions. But we are very hopeful that the service is already picking up, and more drivers and car owners are going to realize that Kahoot is the one-stop shop for all your car care needs.
Pretty much.
Yes.
From what you said this morning, can you give us a timeline probably from what your projection is for us to get to see you in other parts of the country as well?
So we are launching in the, as I said, on the app stores. So
Yes.
if you, for Android users on the Play Store,
Yes.
and for iOS users on our app store from the 20th of November, meaning that our services are going to be available for Nairobi and its environs from the 20th of November.
Yes.
Outside of that, soon, I believe we'll be able to start expanding our service in other areas. But as I said, we should be, even people from other regions can still access our services as we begin, especially services that don't require your car, for example, to be collected and all that. If you want to buy a genuine part and you're in Nakuru or Mombasa, you can still use Kahoot, order the parts that you want, we'll get you that part, and we'll find a way to deliver it to you.
Pretty much. Moses, thank you very much for coming to Metropole Television.
Thank you very much, Elijah, for having me.
Now you do know exactly what is coming as from the 20th of November. You don't need to hustle so much. Yeah. You've been looking for that new part. You don't need to hustle so much. You've been logging on to Carhoot, especially if you're in Nairobi, for that premium service. Not me. Those are the words of Moses Kihumba, CEO and founder Carhoot. We take a short break here on Business and when we come back, our official economic review.